Hey Shark Tank, Greg Ball, Northern Star Council here. I've got a great idea for how we can recruit more Boy Scouts and venturers. Anybody who's been in the field profession for any length of time will have had this experience at some point where you gate access to a school. Maybe you need to recruit some new kids to a troop that's been struggling. You talk with the principal and he agrees to let you come into the lunchroom. And you set up your table and you've got some cool gear and you've got some literature and pictures of kids doing fun stuff. And you sit at that table and then you wait. And you wait, and you wait, and nothing happens. Teenagers throughout the room just stare at you sullenly, and they might make fun of your shirt that's obviously not a BSA uniform shirt. Every once in a while somebody will walk by and they'll fill out a comment card, but they'll fill it out with like Ronald McBuckface. How do we get kids to come talk to us about scouting? So kids are they're social creatures. They're very, very sensitive on their peers, what their peers think of them. And for a lot of them, coming to a table, even with the most interesting stuff on it, can be a real challenge if they think that their peers are going to judge them. So we need something that is so cool, so exciting, so fantastic that anybody would understandably want to come see it. I think we should build a portable virtual reality experience, and we can give kids a taste of an experience that's something Scout-like, and then get their information and contact them for the real version of that same Oculus Rift. It's huge, right? It's revolutionizing all sorts of different industries. Essentially, it's a headset that immerses you in an environment. So it tracks your movements, and you can play games, you can watch movies. Teenagers know about this, but very few of them have had a chance to try it. It's expensive. The headset itself costs about $600, but you also need a fairly powerful computer that can power this thing. It needs to be able to render essentially 2 4K TV screens right in front of your eyes. So here's my idea. We build a rig, we buy an Oculus headset, we put it in a Pelican case that we can truck into a high school cafeteria, we set it up and we let kids try these virtual reality scouting experiences. Things like rock climbing. So they need to fill out a comment card first so that we get their contact information. We could also let them do mountain bike stuff. Kids could come back to the table, oh my gosh, I almost threw up, it's gonna be great. We follow up the next day with a phone call saying, hey, I know you really like that virtual rock climbing thing that we had at the school. We're gonna go rock climbing on Thursday at base camp. Why don't you come with us? This thing is gonna be so cool. We'll have lines of kids ready to try it, right? They won't care what their friends say. They want to try virtual reality. We've got Eagle Scouts who are VR developers who want to help us, but we need the hardware. This hardware is going to be the first step into a much bigger world for us. That's my idea. Look forward to seeing it all.